Welcome to DaAi Headlines. I'm Helen Now. Thank you for joining us. Coming up in today's show, Thailand Tzu Chi volunteers and community residents are making glutinous rice dumplings for charity. In our final report in our series on drug use in Taiwan, we meet university instructor Liang Mingyi, whose brother lost his life due to drug use. And we investigate why human is the primary cause of the decline in firefighter population in Taiwan. We kick up the show in Thailand to celebrate the Duan Festival. Tzu Chi volunteers, community residents, and mother of a scholarship recipient gathered together to make sticky rice dumplings, also known as zongzi, for a 4-day charity sale. The proceeds collected from the sale will be donated to help those in greater need. Early in the morning, male volunteers are already busy setting up the venue, while female volunteers prepare the ingredients for the glutinous rice dumpling inside the kitchen. To celebrate Duan Festival, Thailand Tzu Chi volunteers, local residents, and the mother of a scholarship recipient work hand in hand, making zongzi for charity. The volunteers told me that I would feel a sense of joy if I joined the event because we are doing good deeds, and it was true. I told the volunteers that if there are any events in the future, please let me know and I will definitely be there to help.
This is a wonderful event because I can contribute my share and help people that are in the same situation as me. We can care for one another.
At the annual zongzi making event, whether it is first-timers or experienced makers, everyone sits together to make glutinous rice dumplings that are filled with love and care.
I realized I can help others. It is much more meaningful to help than stay at home and do nothing. I'm very supportive of these events because we are doing good deeds.
Amidst the hot weather and high temperatures around the stove, once the zongzi are finished, volunteers quickly tie a jingzi aphorism card around them.
A good phrase can inspire a company and its employees and can influence the family members of the employees. This way, everyone will remember to think good thoughts and do good deeds.
Thanks to the hard work of Tzu Chi volunteers, these zongzi are not only delicious but also filled with love and care. In China, Tzu Chi volunteers continue to help the less fortunate, as Fujian Tzu Chi volunteers took the opportunity to visit a senior home during the Dragon Boat Festival. Meanwhile, in Guangdong province, those who have received Tzu Chi's help in the past join volunteers in the recent aid distributions to continue the cycle of love.
Walking into Grandpa Tai's vegetable garden and seeing the fruits of his labor, Lin Weizhi, who's interested in a healthy living, can't help but start a conversation.
These green vegetables are good for seniors, especially for the eyes and stomach.
On their visit to the nursing home, volunteers trim the seniors' nails and bathe their feet. They also help the seniors change into fresh clothing, instantly making the elderly look younger. There are many people that still need our help and our love. If we have the time, we should come out to care for them. Volunteers also serve sticky rice dumplings so that these seniors also enjoy the holiday cheer of Dragon Boat Festival. Meanwhile, in Guangdong province, Tang Xiaona, a former Tzu Chi scholarship recipient, is reciprocating the love she's received by participating in an aid distribution. When I come back here, everything feels familiar. It's like coming home. When I see the Tzu Chi aunts and uncles, it's like seeing my own parents.
Others have helped me, so I should help others too, although it's not much.
The volunteers' good deeds inspire care recipients to give, as this isn't only about giving thanks, but creating a cycle of love.
In Taiwan, Tzu Chi volunteers have been promoting Tzu Chi's humanistic teachings in schools, and these wisdom have taught many students the importance to reciprocate. At Hsinchu's Dongyuan Elementary School, prior to their graduation ceremony, 6th grade students sincerely offered tea to thank their teachers for guiding them on their path of education.
Prior to the graduation, students of the Dongyuan Elementary School in Hsinchu, Taiwan, are serving tea to their teachers on this day as a sign of their gratitude.
因为孩子其实在我们的眼中都是那么活泼，
In our eyes, the children are a lively and rambunctious bunch, but in serving us tea today, we saw another side of them and saw that they are truly ready to take this next step in their lives.
With handmade cards and bouquets of flowers, these graduating students express their personal thanks to their teachers and end off the event with a sign language performance that is an emotional highlight for many.
The event has given the students a means to understand and express their gratitude. Although we have been together for 6 years, ordinarily they will feel too shy to say what they feel, but with events like today's, they have a chance to express what is in their hearts. It was not only moving for us teachers, but an important lesson for the students themselves.
This event helped the children learn about gratitude and respect. If they have a chance to take this idea apart from the form and continue with it, that would be wonderful. Regarding the ethical message that we teachers are trying to pass on, today's event was very important.
Saying goodbye to their school and teachers with a heart of respect and gratitude, these children are ready to start the next stage of their lives.
Today, the problem of drug use on school grounds and drug addiction among students has become widespread. Statistics show that between 1999 and 2012, offenders between the ages of 20 to 30 in prison for drug use has increased by 5.6%. Today, in our final report in our series on drug use in Taiwan, we meet university instructor Liang Mingyi, whose very own brother lost his life due to prolonged drug use. Therefore, Liang has taken it upon himself to counsel youth in hopes that his brother's misfortune will not repeat itself in the next generation.
I'm a school instructor. Today, society is overwhelmed with the problems of drug abuse, especially in youth. Many of them are hovering on the edge of no return, and I hope to use everything in my power to pull them back. When coming into contact with drugs, each kid displays an obvious change in their behavior. As an educator, this change is something we need to take upon ourselves. We need to care for them, especially when they are trying to reform. They get damaged in the process too. They find themselves stuck, unable to walk off that darkness. They turn to drugs because of peer pressure, and they are unable to say no. What they need the most is, in fact, the love and support of family and teachers. We have to overcome the negative influences so that our kids will turn around and reflect on their actions.
Once addicted, it's very difficult to quit, and it really changes a person completely. Instructor Liang is like a father to all of us. The care he displays towards us is so genuine and sincere. He sees us as his own children and has helped a lot of us. Even those who are lost and misguided, with Instructor Liang's help, their lives have changed too.
I hope that you are able to choose your own path. Only when you choose the right path will you be able to continue forward. Looking back, my brother wasn't this lucky. Nobody reached out to him, nor did anyone tell him how to say no to drugs. In the end, he walked the path of no return. He knew it was too late to undo his actions. He made the biggest mistake in his life, and that is taking drugs.
I suffered the consequences for taking drugs. My health deteriorated and I got endless prison terms. When I lost the understanding and support of my family and friends, I lost my sense of self-worth. So I decided to quit. I want to regain everything that I had lost. I hope that my experience can serve as caution to all the youths out there. Don't wait until you are my age before you decide to quit. By then, you will be too late.
Now I carry his story with me wherever I go. In a way, it's a blessing in disguise, because this is what he wanted to do. I hope that the youth will choose a different path than his. I'm on my way to counsel another case now. Just like the weather outside, I'm sure one day he will see the calm after the storm and live a beautiful life. I will continue to work hard. He should work hard too.
Liu Zhanxian from Taichung, Taiwan, was addicted to drugs when younger, developing auditory hallucinations as a result of prolonged drug use, and facing the loss of those close to him forced Liu to re-examine his life. Thanks to the support of his childhood friend, Liu was finally able to kick his habit by concentrating on farming Asian pears. Now 54, Liu is able to successful farmer and donates his proceeds to help those in greater need.
饱满，也是成熟了，这种梨子就可以采，然后。
For Liu Zhanxian, his entire life is now involved in this fruit field.
除草啦，打药啦。
I do recycling, weeding, fertilizing, and grafting.
Liu and these Asian pears depend on one another. The pears rely on his care to successfully grow to maturity, while Liu depends on the detailed work to leave behind his addiction for narcotics.
我就把玻璃整个打破掉。
I broke the glass and he carried me to get treatment.
Liu succumbed to drug use when he was younger, and as his health began to deteriorate, he realized he was wasting his life away. With determination and a friend's support, the former drug addict successfully kicked his habit and became a farming expert. Liu now gives talks on how to grow fruits better and donates his proceeds to the Taichung Mental Rehabilitation Association.
I'm well aware of the difficulties those who suffer from intellectual disabilities face. I empathize with their situation, so when I have money, I will donate it to support Fengyuan Hospital's Mental Rehabilitation Association.
His condition has been good since working on the fruit farm, and he continues to show improvement, as he now has a source of spiritual sustenance.
There are no dead ends in life. As long as the determination and effort is there, opportunities will always arise.
Kaohsiung Tzu Chi volunteers in Taiwan recently visited Liugui Elementary School to educate students on the dangers of drug abuse. Volunteers thoughtfully prepared video clips that showed the effects of drugs on the human body, which was followed by a Q&A session. The volunteers hope through the seminar, students can bravely say no to drugs. Showing the effects of drug abuse on the body. Today, Kaohsiung Tzu Chi volunteers are here at Liugui Elementary School to raise awareness about drug use.
I don't want to be like that person that almost died from taking drugs.
Tzu Chi volunteers showed videos that have left deep impressions on our students. The real-life experiences from former drug addicts will help our children.
Other than the real-life examples, Tzu Chi volunteers also prepare a Q&A sessions to further educate students on the disadvantages of drug abuse. Volunteers hope through today's class, children can bravely resist the temptation and stay away from drugs. In Taiwan, the firefly breeding season starts in April, during which visitors and amateur photographers alike swarm to their breeding grounds to capture the beauty of the glowing creatures. However, humans bring not only light pollutions, which affects the insect's mating process, but also litter and human footprints that threaten the species itself. Currently, the population of Taiwan's fireflies has already dropped from 1.4 million to 1 million. Unless this problem is dealt with, our future generation may no longer be able to see the magic of the firefly's dance.
In the night, some 40 cameras may be seen here. The crowd of visitors will keep walking this way. That's right, the side of the grass has all been trampled down. Fireflies usually fly here from that direction. They sometimes rest on the grass or fly along the trail. Once the grass has been flattened, they have no place to rest. It's even worse there. The grass has stopped growing, all because of humans.
The large grass is now barren and requires another 6 months to grow back. Litter left by tourists may still linger a year later.
After they watch the fireflies, they should take their trash away. It doesn't belong here.
Here in Nantou's Puli, some 300,000 fireflies gather here at this pond. As the breeding season begins, however, visitors also flood to the area with their cameras and flashlights. Some even drive their cars right into the firefly's habitat. These artificial lights will hinder the fireflies' mating and breeding.
When you turn on flashlights, you are actually affecting the fireflies' glow. They use their lights to attract mates. So when you use flashlights, you reduce their chances for mating. We will tell visitors to avoid using their camera's flash or flashlights.
Noise also disrupts the fireflies as local communities develop ecology, tourism, and not only brings in visitors but also noise, which further affects these lightning bugs. Over the past few years, firefly watching has become quite popular in Taiwan. At least 1.5 million visitors annually visit firefly breeding grounds. In Taiwan, fireflies are found in Nantou, Taichung, and Miaoli in central Taiwan, Hsinchu and Taipei in the north, and Pingtung in the south. The total number of fireflies, however, has dropped from 1.4 million to 1 million. Experts estimate that it requires 10 years to reproduce 100,000 fireflies. However, in only 3 years, 400,000 have disappeared. Human beings are supposed to live in harmony with nature. However, for the sake of our recreation, we intrude on fireflies' habitats during their breeding season, unaware that we are actually threatening their continued existence.
Police Day is celebrated on June 15th in Taiwan. To make this year's celebration a little bit different, the chief of Yonghe Police Station in New Taipei City decided to invite all police in his district to a Police Day Games. Through competitions, officers strengthened their bonds with each other and their families. City volunteers also showed up to show their support and also seized the opportunity to encourage the officers to cherish resources.
Warming up by giving themselves a good stretch, these police officers from New Taipei City's Yonghe District are ready to show off their athletic abilities as a way to commemorate this year's Police Day.
We want to provide our colleagues with an opportunity where they can exercise more, improve their health, and reduce their stress level. This will help them recharge so that they will have the energy to watch over the public's safety.
The sports event helps bring officers from different departments closer together and also allows them to bring their family along to strengthen family bonds.
It's rare to be able to come out and exercise with my whole family. Through the precinct's Police Day Games, I'm able to bring my kids out here and sweat together. It is quite healthy.
I am acting as my dad's cheerleader today. I am so happy to be here to see my dad competing and cheer for him. I wish my dad will always stay in the best of health.
Besides the officers' families, Tzu Chi volunteers are also among the cheerleaders. They have prepared soothing beverages and valuable environmental tips for these public servants.
Because there are 3 breaks, so we want to raise the environmental awareness and help them learn to cherish our water resources. We give them each a bowl to use from the beginning till the end. We hope they will join us in protecting our planet.
In a manner that promotes healthy living and public service, we hope to inspire compassion in our fellow police officers who constantly work in a stressful environment, and also remind them to watch out for their own health.
Most importantly, volunteers want these officers to know that Tzu Chi appreciates their good work and is always ready to lend them a helping hand.
Staying in Taiwan, Tzu Chi volunteers from the United States did not return home immediately at the conclusion of the Tzu Chi annual board meeting. Instead, they visited the presidential palace and the legislative yuan to meet with government officials to thank them for helping Tzu Chi carry out its international relief works.
People of different faiths willingly come together to support Tzu Chi because of Tzu Chi's universal love.
After the Tzu Chi annual board meeting concluded, volunteers from the United States paid a visit to Taiwan's presidential palace. They met with Secretary General Yang Jingtian and thanked him for the aid extended to Tzu Chi by the government, which made their international relief missions possible.
What Tzu Chi does helps supplement where the government is lacking. Not to mention, many nations don't have formal diplomatic ties with Taiwan. To be able to promote Taiwan and gain recognition globally, we will have to work together.
After the one-hour meeting, the group next traveled to the legislative yuan to meet with French President Wang Jinping in the afternoon to share their accomplishments in the U.S.
This recent tornado and the one back in 1999 occurred in the same area. So when we went to help them, many victims said they had experienced both storms. We distributed aid to some 800 families in total.
The White House recognized us, the Taiwan government and the whole Tzu Chi, as an outstanding leader. President Obama will write a thank you letter personally.
French President Wang is aware that Tzu Chi's footsteps reach to all corners of the world and that the volunteers' selfless giving, whether during the Haiti earthquake or the 3/11 Japan earthquake, has helped bring stability to the world.
By asking for nothing in return, disaster survivors in these countries and their government will be grateful to Tzu Chi, so this is a great way to build up foreign relationships.
In the future, the government will continue to work closely with Tzu Chi to help those in need and promote Taiwan internationally. We go to Indonesia at the end of the show. Since last year, many impoverished families in West Sumatra's Padang City moved into new houses built by Tzu Chi. To express their gratitude, many homeowners have become recycling volunteers at their local recycling station. We will leave you with these images. Thank you for watching DaAi Headlines. Goodbye.